We've seen a lot of those teams that you've named, the likes of Australia, Peru, who play with a huge amount of passion as well, because they're at a World Cup, they're representing the country. So maybe we don't know if I'm asking this question of if Ireland had qualified, how we would have performed. Is there any way of telling, because do players just automatically up their game when you get to a World Cup?
Well, it's difficult to know, Ned, but what I'd say is that the teams that have played in Mexico and the smaller teams that you mentioned actually have passed the ball very well. Now, we haven't experienced that in the Irish international team. Definitely not. Now, whether they would go if they qualified, well, maybe if we'd have played a bit more football, we would have qualified. So therefore, we'd be playing football. Yeah. But the way we played in the qualifying games, I don't think we would have been mapped in this particular World Cup. I don't think we would have been mapped.
We just wouldn't have been able to ask enough questions.
Well, we wouldn't be playing in the way we haven't played in all the matches that we played in the qualifying rounds, the way these teams are playing in the finals. We just didn't do it. These teams have all passed the ball well. They really passed the ball well. We haven't done that at all. So I can't see how we're suddenly going to be able to do it in the World Cup.
That's what I'm wondering. And heading on into the next qualification campaign, is it a concern when we are looking at teams, and quite often people look at a 32-team World Cup and think there's 10 teams that just about deserve to be there, that they still seem to have players of a technical ability who can get it down at the highest level and pass it around against good opposition? Yeah, well, we don't seem to see that too often.
Well, we don't see it because I don't think we try to do it. I mean, why should our players be any worse than some of the players that we see from countries as small as ours and wouldn't be mapped in the world? You know, I think if the attitude is right and it's encouraged to do, then I think we can do it as well as these other teams can do it.
Yeah.